Hey everyone, it's me Chase. We got a podcast here with Drew Schwartz and the For the Wellness blog. For all those gamers, it's FTW blog. Anyways, we're going to talk about health and how to properly sit in desks, how to treat back pain, and stuff like that. So here we go.
So hello everyone, we got Drew Schwartz here. He's a blogger he's actually a chiropractor and a blogger. He's writing about esports stuff and um, just how everyone's sitting down in their chairs so much. So he writes a lot about relieving back pain and stuff like that. But yeah, welcome Drew.
How you doing?
Good, good. I just had school today and yeah, I'm just projects. It's going crazy, but
Because you go to
um,
Iowa, right?
what was that?
You go to Iowa?
Yeah, University of Iowa. So, and you're in Minnesota?
I originally was from Minnesota. I was
Yeah,
born in northern Minnesota, but I live in Cleveland now.
Cleveland. Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
would you be able to give everyone like a background from like where you grew up from, and then like kind of how you got to where you are today? It doesn't have to be esports, just kind of like a general background.
Yeah, so I grew up in northern Minnesota, really, really small town out in the country. Went to undergrad in Fargo Moorhead area at Concordia College, and then I went to chiropractic school in
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis called Logan College of Chiropractic. After I graduated, like really late December 2011, I moved to Cleveland for a job, and I've been here ever since.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And I saw on like your bio on your website, which is FTW, which means for the wellness. It's an awesome name. But
Yeah, I was worried. I was like, is this gonna sound cheesy? But I was like, gamers will get it. So I was like, that'll
yeah,
work. So
I think it's brilliant. I actually was giggling or laughing. I don't know. I was laughing to myself like every time I like, "Oh, that's so good for the wellness." Okay. Anyways, so but you've been gaming kind of like your whole life. Is that what you said in there?
yeah, I started with original Nintendo playing Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which is an
See, I
awesome
don't.
game.
Yeah, I don't
And
even know
then
that one.
my sister broke it, putting a magnet in it, so that scrapped that idea. And then
Oh
I didn't
man.
really play until probably Nintendo 64, and then I started playing a lot with my friends.
Hmm.
A lot of Mario Kart, like huge into Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Super Mario Smash, Mario, just the usual. GoldenEye as
Hmm.
well.
Cool.
So
And are you and what are you playing now?
um, right now I play League of Legends.
League of
I
Legends.
play PUBG. Red Dead just came out. I play a little bit of Fortnite, but I was more of a PUBG fan. So
Yeah. And what characters you playing in League?
so right now I'm a Gold One jungle main.
Nice.
I don't play a ton of ranked. I do play a little bit, but I play a lot of Shaco, um, Udyr. I played volley, but he's not meta for a very long time, which is sad. But mainly Udyr, Shaco, play a little bit of Eve, uh, and just started picking up, trying to work with Kane a little more.
Hmm. Yeah, I played a lot of League maybe a couple years ago. I've been playing Overwatch. Uh, I used to play a ton of World of Warcraft. That was like my game for a long time. But yeah, I haven't really played too much League these days. But I
I used
do
to
I
play
do love
when
it.
Overwatch first came out. I played a ton. I loved it, and then I mean it's kind of the same thing. I guess people can make the argument for League as well. It's just I feel like I was doing the same thing over and over
Yeah.
and over again. I feel like League has a little more variation on that,
Hmm.
but so I played a little bit of Overwatch. I played a lot of Soldiers 76.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like playing him, and Roadhog was my
Yeah.
favorite too.
Nice. Have you heard of a game called Battle Right? It's kind of like it's like a MOBA
Uh,
feel, but it's just like arenas and stuff. It's interesting.
um, is it with? Is it third person like cartoony ish?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've seen it. Some of the guys I watch on YouTube, I think, played it. Some of the Battlefield guys played a little bit,
Hmm.
but I haven't played it a ton.
I've only played
Mm.
like 30 minutes and it's pretty interesting, but yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of a tangent. Not
Yeah.
really though. But but yeah, so let's let's talk about kind of could you give us a background on like what do you do as a chiropractor? I've never actually been to one.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, some people equate it to like a physical therapist,
Hmm.
which you can kind of. It's very similar. My sister's actually a doctor of physical therapy, so we always argue back and forth, which is fun. But basically, we do a lot of muscle work, chiropractic adjustments. So you've probably seen the crazy YouTube videos of like popping everything,
Yeah.
and those are the ones that get obviously the views, but it's a lot more tame than that.
Yeah.
So it's like adjustment, putting motion in the joints. I do a lot of kinesio taping as well, which is kind of like that colored tape you see on athletes. A lot of
Okay.
basketball players wear it. It's like black or pink or
Hmm.
blue. Really helps in stabilizing an area, or can help with decreasing the swelling. It's got a ton of really good uses. And then I do like physical therapy rehab aspect, where it's like everyone says, working on the core, stabilizing muscles,
Hmm.
kind of stuff like that. So, like if you'd come in, we'd you'd do an exam, all that jazz, and then we'd put you on heat or ice, do some traction, and then I would do some muscle work, do a chiropractic adjustment, basically put some motion in the joints, probably do some taping as
Hmm.
well, and then after a couple of visits, we start working on kind of rehabbing it, doing exercises, stuff like that. So it's pretty straightforward. If you've been to physical therapy, it's kind of the same track, but we do more adjusting and more. I do a lot more kind of manual soft tissue therapy, like stripping out the muscles, stuff like that. So,
Wow.
powerful thumbs, so it's good for gaming, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so so how like why did you come up with your for FTW for the Wellness blog? Like how did that kind of come to fruition? Why'd you start that?
So I started it late this spring, actually. Um, I had some time. I go into the office pretty early, try and get all my notes knocked out, and then I have like a 2 hour lunch. So I have a lot of free time
Hmm.
during that time, and I was doing research anyways, and I was like, because to be honest, like I my writing and grammar is not a strong suit of
Yeah,
mine.
me neither.
And
Me neither.
anyone that knows me is going to be like, yeah, we know spell check is your best friend. Um, but yeah, I just was researching it. And I look at esports and play video games, and I thought, well, what can I do to combine what I like, chiropractic, helping people out, physical therapy aspect, and gaming. And I was like, I was looking up, and I didn't see a ton of people really going into that, catering towards the esport athlete, or even like ergonomics, like desk work people.
Hmm.
No one was really doing anything about that. There's a couple people that had some decent stuff, but I felt like maybe I could contribute to that as well, and
Hmm.
it's been fun. Like I started in the spring, and you just learn. I learned how to do a little programming, because when you're a gamer, you know how to do
Yeah.
stuff on the computer, but I don't know how to code.
Hmm.
So I kind of learned a little bit of that, and kind of back end stuff with the blog and WordPress, and that was really enjoyable to learn a new aspect, and then just start connecting with people. And I was on Facebook. It was okay, same thing. Kind of with some of the other platforms like Twitter, and
Hmm.
then I started jumping on Instagram and LinkedIn, and I found a lot more success and a lot more engagement, and you were able to connect with people a lot more on those two platforms. So that's mainly what I stick with.
Instagram and
But
LinkedIn.
yeah, and I just honestly started getting onto LinkedIn probably like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, and that's been probably my best success, just connecting with people. And I mean, that's how I met you. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I see LinkedIn. I tell people like I do a lot more stuff on LinkedIn, and they're like, "Well, I've got a job. I don't need one. I don't need to do LinkedIn." And it's kind of like I think LinkedIn's kind of transforming into kind of a blog-ish kind of website where it's like
yeah,
people are posting articles about their work, and so I think it's more than kind of like this recruiting platform, you
headhunting.
know.
Yeah,
I think it is turning more into just I don't know, business related articles and videos. Um,
yeah,
and I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. I mean, we're I guess I mean with your blog posting on there would be I don't know. Do you do that? Do you post on
I
LinkedIn?
just so I did earlier, but I didn't really know like when I first started. So I'm kind of rehashing those, and I'm gonna reformat them and then start posting them on there again because I've
Mm-hmm.
the latest ones I've been doing. I try and do one like every week and a half,
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks, because I'm obviously this is definitely on the side, so I'm just
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
it's always busy at work. So, but yeah, I feel like I really like going on LinkedIn because it's people go on there, you have a different mindset. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I'm on here for business. I want to see what other people are doing in my field and
Mm-hmm.
want to see if I connect with people and hopefully start something new.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like people try and do that on other platforms, and it's okay, but it kind of gets lost in all the jumble. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
because you get like people are trying to have fun. People are always trying to post family pics. People are talking about politics on there and stuff, and just there's just so much. That's why I hardly ever use Facebook anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, I like Instagram because I have a serious side, but I also am like most of my friends know like pretty crazy
Yeah.
and dude and just
Yeah. Yeah.
funny and stuff. I like Instagram on that aspect because I can show like that side of myself,
Mm-hmm.
but be serious. Just put some some witty stuff in Instagram or something like that. So LinkedIn, I'm more serious. I'm not cracking jokes a ton on Instagram or on LinkedIn, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I really like because you people in your field are posting about stuff that they care about, and that's it. And you can connect with them on that, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty awesome for a platform.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be sweet to see some of your articles on LinkedIn. And I think a lot of people would like it. Like, think about all the people on their computers on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I don't know. And your blog is helping people talking like who sit a ton.
yeah, yeah.
Um, could you kind of go into like do you know any of those statistics off your head like the amount of people sitting and or just like can you explain like why sitting is a big deal?
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is that a lot of the articles that I've seen on sitting are like sitting's the new smoking, and like people are freaking out about it and making it seem terrible. But obviously we weren't designed to sit all that period of time all
Mm-hmm.
day. But it's not like it's slowly killing you. I
Yeah.
hate going to that extreme on it. But I mean, it's not great for you. I'll say that. It's not like if you do it in bursts, it's fine. If you do it like a half hour, my big thing is I always tell people every half hour, take a break,
Hmm.
check your posture, stuff like that. Get up, walk around just for a second. It
Hmm.
doesn't have to be a long time just to kind of reset those muscles. Um, and just kind of stretch your body because we're kind of always looking forward. So
Yeah.
our shoulders rounded, our heads forward. We're as much as we try to sit back, we're always sitting forward. So I always tell people, just everything that's tight, do a stretch. Everything that's feeling kind of overstretched, contract it, and it's pretty simple stuff. My favorite is it's called Brugger's exercise, and I put it on there on my blog and stuff. But it does that. Everything that's tight gets stretched. Everything that's overstretched gets contracted. The body just feels really good.
Hmm.
So I think the biggest takeaway for people sitting, even if you don't change anything, the big thing is just having that seat tilted past 90.
Like
Now,
backwards a little bit.
yeah, yeah. So I posted I've done I do this like whiteboard wellness where I draw. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not amazing. It's not like Bob Ross's like wow that's good, But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's a simple drawing that people can get, and it just has to be past that 90 degrees, and it takes
Mm-hmm.
so much pressure off those discs, off all the structures, everything in the back. When you're over 90 degrees, the muscles are trying to pull you back, so you're not, hitting your head on your keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes pressure off those. It takes pressure off the discs, off all the structures in there. So I always say the sweet spot's like between 90 and 110. So,
Hmm.
I mean, you can eyeball it. Like, I don't expect people to get their protractor out and be like,
Yeah.
112, So, but, you can see if it's past 90, just go a little bit past 90 degrees and you'll notice a huge difference. And then make sure it's locked.
Yeah.
Because, like, right now, I'm terrible right now. I'm, like, bouncing
Yeah.
on mine backwards and stuff. But make sure it's locked. That's the big thing. And that'll taking breaks and the care aspect are huge.
Hmm.
I think, for sitting.
I think after I read that like saw that picture that you posted about the 90 degree, I've been doing my
Mhm.
best to go slightly past. Like you've helped me
Yeah.
in that sense. I consciously think about it now.
You notice the difference though?
Yeah, like from right
Yeah,
here,
right.
like I could feel a ton in like my lumbar area, and like
Mhm.
it just kind of feels weird. But like if I just kind of give a good old lean back, I just feel a lot more relaxed.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and
It's amazing. People, it's a little difference that makes a huge
yeah,
difference since you're sitting all day. You know.
and I noticed, I think one of my biggest problems is I do the typical like hunch over and like looking at my little laptop,
Mhm.
um, and I'm like, so what would be some good stretches for like um, for those people that are always hunched over and have that kind of problem?
So I think stretching's good, but if you're in, I think the biggest thing is like the setup.
The setup?
So yeah, I mean, because you can stretch all you want, but if you're always kind of going back into that
Mm-hmm.
position, that kind of defeats the purpose, you know.
True.
So
All right.
my big thing is it's called like the sticker method. I call it. I don't know what you call it, but I just put like a little sticker in the corner of my laptop or on my laptop somewhere or on your monitor somewhere, and it just is a reminder. Once in a while, when you see that, you're like, check your posture, and
Hmm.
you just kind of go through. I've outlined some simple stuff in there for posture, but it just always is like a little reminder to check yourself, and that's helped a lot, even for me, because I
Hmm.
look down and I'm like, oh, my posture is trash right now.
Wait, let me see here. Oh, I'm gonna check if I have a post-it note. Give me 1 second. No post-it note. I was gonna put one on right now.
Tape or something like that, you know,
Yeah, I
just a
like
little
that idea.
reminder.
I like that idea.
And
Yeah.
then the other thing is like if you're using a laptop, like I use a dual laptop at my office as well. I did a review for this product called WellDesk, and they sent it to me, so I tried it out. And it was if you're doing a lot of reading and not a ton of typing, just kind of reading, scrolling, clicking,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, it actually worked really well. Like anything that just kind of brings that monitor up to eye level will help a lot
Hmm.
for that prevent that hunching.
So,
Um,
so getting the monitor at eye level, kind of looking straight ahead, opposed to just looking down, will help.
yeah. So I always will, center the screen right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You want it arm's length about eye level should be at the upper 1/3.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing because a lot of people are either like I'm taller, so I always have a tendency to look down.
Yeah.
So I always kind of remind myself like, hey, is it at eye level? Because that's where you can get those headaches.